Hello, this is a live demo from Team Antariksh for CSCI 526 Fall 2020. So as you can see, the player starts off with the main menu and the game name is Antariksh, so we can see over here. The game is basically loading here, and as soon as the player hits this button, the player is moved on to the main menu. So the gist of the game is that we have 4 different planets: Earth, Arrakis, Magpar, and Aquilon, and we have to visit each of them and complete separate challenges. So Antariksh is a space odyssey, and this is a game which takes you to another world literally, and you got to be on a space mission fighting aliens and conquering all the planets, as I've mentioned here. Now each of these planets has 3 different missions, and it's like a 3D spaceship mission, a 2D space invader mission, and a 2.5D level. I'll be getting into the details of each mission as soon as we go ahead with the demo. So the player starts off on the Earth mission, and as you can see, it's unvisited. So the player needs to press the enter button to move ahead. So in the Earth mission, we need to prepare for particular items before we can land on planet Earth. So we will be in our spaceship collecting particular items, and since the planet Earth is in danger, we have to activate a satellite link, etc. And if we hit the details button, we come to know what are the items we need to pick up. That is, we need to pick up a battery, a bottle, a rifle, and an oxygen. So this is the first challenge before we go ahead on landing a planet. So as we can see here, this is a 3D spaceship with a thumb pad, and you can use your other finger to look around, just like a third-person shooter. You can say like kind of like PUBG. So over here, I'll be navigating throughout my spaceship to collect all the 4 items that was enlisted, like the bottle, water, oxygen, etc. Yeah, that's the coin. It's a pickup sound that we make, and there's a water bottle. You can pick up the water bottle. And once we get all 4 items, like the oxygen is the last thing, we move on to our second challenge, the 2D mode, which is the Space Invaders mode. So we need to now travel to the planet. So whilst traveling to that planet, we might encounter a bunch of enemies and we need to shoot them all. So this is just a simple 2D Space Invader style game, and the player just has to reach a target of around 70 or 60 kills, depending on the level difficulty. And this is, or you just have player just navigates by touching the bottom part to reach a particular spot to shoot. And in the first level, the target was 70. We got the target score of 70. And now we have arrived planet Earth, and we shall start the final part of the first planet. So as you can see here, we are in a 2.5D environment. So 2.5D is basically an illusion of a 3D game, although it is 2D. So like the player can only move left, right, or jump or shoot. Simple. It looks like a 3D game, but it's not. So that's the whole explanation of 2.5D. So as we can see, we have a thumb pad over here to go left, right. We have the A button, which is used to jump, and the B button is to shoot. And we have crystals lying around in the map where the player can pick up, and the crystal counter increases. Second side bonus, our player health bars on the top right, and we have an enemy over here, a very simple enemy that chases you. And as you can see, this is a little strong, and in 2 shots he knocked you down. And we have the ability to repeat the mission or abort the mission here. So on repeat mission, we go back to the beginning with 100 level of health. We have these levitating rocks that go from left to right, and the player has to move with the rocks, so that's a little bit challenging for them. Yeah. As you can see, we have some background sound, birds chirping, and SFX sounds of the player jumping, crystal pickup sound. And this is the pause menu that we have. You hit the pause button, you can reduce the background music and the sound effects volume through the soy library. So as you can see, we have a bunch of traps as well here. And I would like to move on to the other parts of the mission. So after Earth, we have a planet called Arrakis. Arrakis is a level desert. So the first two levels are pretty much similar. The 3D spaceship part and the 2D Space Invaders. It's just a difficulty has been increased. Like the total amount of score required is 100 instead of 70. So I'm just going to quickly skip through that part and show you the level Arrakis itself. It should be this. So it's a full desert theme. We have quicksand, a bunch of rocks spawning which deal a lot of damage. The color of our thumb pad is different based on the theme of the map. These are cacti that are there, and if you touch it, your health decreases, as you can see. And these are rocks that keep spawning, and if you hit them, your health will deplete, and you might just die. So it's a little bit of a difficult level since it's the second planet, and we have more rocks over here. And as we move on, we'll have another enemy at the end of the map. You just have to shoot him down, pretty straightforward. Yeah, so this one took 3 shots instead of 2 shots. And that's the end of level Arrakis. We shall move on to the third planet, which is Magbar. Yeah, so we have a full lava theme over here with a spaceship in the background. And these are basically like skipping stones. There's lava underneath, so if you miss a jump, untimely jump, you fall off the map and you die. And we have some creatures, 3D creatures in the background to give it a magma feed to it. A little bit scary for the player. This is one of the most challenging levels we have. And I'm just going to quickly navigate and show you a little bit more of the level. We have a dragon as well with the sound of it, as you can see. And this rock goes up. So some rocks go left to right, some rocks go up and down. Makes it a little bit challenging for the player. Yeah, I'm going to quickly skip to the ending of the game. I think we have another boss enemy in this as well. Yeah, we have a dragon enemy in the end which you have to shoot down. And that's the end of Magmar. I will move on to the last level that we have, which is Aquilon. It's basically an ice theme. So we have a few snow cloaks, snowmen, snowflakes. And we have an enemy with crystals. As you can see here, we died here. I need to repeat mission. So this is a little bit tough. This is the last level, that's why. Let's quickly go through this. And we again have some snowballs that are spawning in and can deal some damage, so you just need to jump over them, avoid getting hit by them. Another enemy over here. As you know, we are fighting a lot of aliens throughout space travel. Avoid these snowflakes, they can hurt you. Keep collecting crystals on the way. And here we have to wait a little bit a while for a stone to spawn. It's a little bit tricky. The jumping is a little bit difficult in this game. You need to time it appropriately. As you can see here, we've reached this. The stone has come, and you have to move with the stone. This is basically frozen water in the bottom. If you hit that, you're dead. And that's it. We have completed all the missions, and these were all the levels. Thank you so much.